Today I'm going to show you my 4 ultimate products for creating winged liner. In no particular order, I'm starting with the Lancome Grandiose liner. What I love about this eyeliner is it's got this kind of foam tip, so it's super bendable, which means it just moulds to the shape of your eye. You can also see it goes to a really nice fine tip, so it's great at creating a really nice point on the outer edge. Again, because it's mouldable and it's got that fine tip, you can get really close to the lash line and glides effortlessly across your eyelid. A lot of people ask me about the angle that you're creating with your winged liner. You want to imagine there's an invisible line going from the end of your eyelashes to the tip of your eyebrow. That's the angle for your winged liner. Notice that when this liner touches the skin, it just bends and it allows you to pull it back really smoothly without dragging the skin, which creates all those jaggedy lines. You don't get that with this particular applicator. The formulation is super pigmented, it comes in 3 shades and it's a matte finish. Another favourite of mine is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, which is black. I'm all about the tips. This one is super flexible. Again, it's got 325 tiny hairs all compact together that come to a nice point, and as you can see here, they're super flexible, which is key because you want it to mould to the contours of your eye. This is probably the one I use the most. It's the one that sits next to my dressing table and I just grab it on a daily basis and use it to create a small wing on the outer corner of my eye. It must be coming up for a year that I've had this, and as you can see, it's still going strong. This one's waterproof and smudge resistant, but if you get a cotton bud and wet it and then rub it against the liner, it comes off so easily. But if you splash your face with water, for instance, or you get caught in the rain, it's not going to run. But I love how easily it comes off considering it is a waterproof eyeliner. For me, that's the perfect formula. You want something that's going to last all day but doesn't take an age to get off at the end of the day. A little tip when creating the wing is put your liner back in the lid and give it a shake and then do your wing, which I didn't do here. By the time you've created the entire wing, it's kind of dried a little bit. Next up is the Benefit They're Real Push-Up Liner. This one is fantastic for those of you that almost need a guide when creating your winged liner. The tip creates the perfect shape for your winged liner. It's a nice little triangle, and as you can see, when you twist it up, out comes gel liner. Gel is my favourite formulation. My only qualm about it is that you often have to use it separately with a brush. This one's perfect. It comes in the applicator and the applicator tip is shaped perfectly to create a wing. I always place the tip of this applicator at the furthest point and drag the applicator back towards the eyelid. And as you can see, it creates the perfect winged liner. So the tip is called an angled AccuFlex tip. Flex being the fact that it's flexible, so it moulds across the skin without creating that dragging appearance. Again, it's matte black, which I love, and it comes in 4 different colours. So you've got brown, blue, purple and black. And this too is a waterproof formula and it's smudge resistant. So I've showed you 2 liquid liners, I've showed you a gel liner, and now I'm going to show you cream eyeliner. I like to mix cream eyeliners with a mixed medium. My favourite is Inglot Duraline. I use 1 drop and I mix that with the cream liner. I do this because I'm going to be using a brush, and I find that gel and cream liners that come in pots tend to be a thicker consistency, and used alone I find it tends to drag along the skin. If you use it with a mixing medium, which also makes it more waterproof, brush glides along the skin a lot easier. I tend to use cream and gel liners with a mixing medium for mature skin because I can adjust the consistency. Sometimes you need something more fluid because the skin loses its elasticity, which means it becomes slightly more wrinkled across the lid, and that can be hard to glide across. And I also can adjust the size of my brush. I can use a smaller paintbrush or I can use a slightly thicker one depending on the skin. Kryolan do some fantastic cream liners and they come in such an array of colours. And this Natasha Denona one is a favourite of mine because it's a work and set one, which means once it's in place it stays there, but it gives you enough time to work with it. So I hope you all found that useful. I thought it would be fun for me to be able to share with you some of my ultimate products for creating the perfect winged liner. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you missed last week's tutorial, it's on screen now, and if you'd like to follow me outside of YouTube, my social handles are on screen. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye!